There we go. Okay. Let's see. Looks like I have my settings on here. There we go. Alright. Let's see, Bobo Brazil. I got a plan on what I want to do, but alright, let's just go into it. Because I'm really trying to plan the color scheme. Looking at pictures and stuff. As you guys know how I like to do it. Yes, hello. Hey Nikki, hey Camille. Yes, the power and electricity is back on, and it looks like it's gonna stay on now. Thank goodness. I mean, it was a dark, cold. It was some 5 long, dark, cold days. But, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah. Thank goodness for sure. Amazing how weather can just change on you, you know? It's just there, and then next thing you know, it's 9 degrees and ice and snow, 8 inches of snow down here. Like, it's unheard of down here. One of the things that I like most about living here is that there's no snow. I can't stand snow. It's pretty when it first comes down. I give it that. I can't stand it. I don't like ice unless it's in my drink. Yeah, just don't care for it at all. It just ruins things for me, and yeah, don't like it. No, I don't. I hope the snow never comes back. All of you who wanted snow really bad, you got it. So be careful what you wish for, right? But now it's beautiful outside. And today is like in the 50s, but yesterday it got up to like 80. That was a bit warm, but I'll take it over 9 degrees. 9 degrees is just, ugh. You know, nobody wants to be in it. Animals don't want to be in it. You know, nothing wants to be in it. Like it's like extreme heat. Nobody wants to be in it. But anyway, I'm sure I'll bring up the weather a zillion more times as people come into the stream. So let's talk about Bobo Brazil. Bobo Brazil, he was like considered to be the first successful black wrestler. He wrestled from the 50s, like 1951, somewhere around in there, till all the way up into the 90s. It's like he retired in like 93 or something like that. He was in there a while. Yeah, when you can, yeah, it makes you stronger. If it don't make you stronger, then it kills you. Unfortunately, that's happened to some people here. A lot of people, actually. And it's pretty sad. Bobo Brazil. Looking at all these pictures, man. Bobo Brazil is smiling a lot. I guess he had his moments. Hey, Abby. Yes, I'm back. I was just chatting about it a little bit. I'm back in it. Everything's back on. Power, water, everything. Like the Grinch stole Christmas, you know, he brought everything back. Everything's back. Yeah, I'm trying to develop some kind of color scheme for this one. I don't want to do. I want to do something. I don't know, something retro. Cause you know, Bobo goes back in the day. You know, I want to do something more retro looking for this one. This was that, I don't know, that golden age, or I don't know what age this is of wrestling. Yes, Camille Bobo Brazil was a wrestler, old school wrestler from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I mean, he wrestled for like 4 decades. Before my time, but I know of him from watching wrestling and growing up and hearing about him. And we also used to watch uh, the old matches, like on VHS and stuff like that. So I knew him from that stuff. And but yeah, he was the first, what they say, the first successful black wrestler. And this is a commission for someone just in time for Black History Month, right? Let's see. Abby saying, hanging in there. You made an extra room for the chickens in their coop. Oh boy. You want to get more chickens. Oh my goodness. I guess we got to start thinking of some new names, huh? Well, it's too bad you don't live here, because I would gladly take all those eggs off your hands, Abby. Let's see, color scheme. No, I want this, yeah, Bobo Brazil, like his, yeah, his finisher was like, it was called the coconut headbutt. Which is, you know, it's like a super jumping headbutt. I'm trying to draw him doing that right here. It's like he would like grab your head, jump, and like, pah. Good stuff. And I wouldn't want to take a headbutt from anybody, especially somebody that was 6'6", nearly 300 pounds. That's probably not a good idea. Put some poor dude down here that's getting his head butted in. You know, I was thinking, not necessarily black and white, but maybe more of a like sepia, kind of almost like an old movie poster. You know, like they do like the old Western posters. I was trying to look at some examples, but or old wrestling posters or old West you know, like stuff like that was from that era. But I don't want it to be too that era, but kind of contemporary. Almost like a lot of the lucha libre, stuff like that. Because like some of these examples, man, they look like straight up. I mean, I don't know, it almost looks like, I don't even know what the word is for them. They're very hardcore and very, one of them look like wanted posters. Because I used to use these wild colors. But I'm not going to go that wild. But I am going to do a color scheme though. So I have to pick my colors. Alright, complementary colors. How about some blues? We're going to go with some blue. We'll go with some of that. And then complements that is the yellow. Looks like a burnt ochre. That could be nice too. But that complements because it's in the yellow orangish range. See, sunburst yellow, that might be too bursty. I need like I like this one here. Yellow ochre might do it if I had one that wasn't dry. Jeez, man. I always have dry colors, y'all know that. They work great for texturing, which is why I don't throw them out. Which one of these will serve the best though? I'm trying to make a decision here. Alright, well, let's just go with this for now. Alright. So white is going to come into play as a color as well. So I want to decide what highlights. So once I choose a color scheme, I got to stick with it. So I need a range for my darks. So I'll go with this for extreme dark. There will be no black in this entire piece. So that should be fun. And then skin tones. Yeah, all right. Let's just see how this looks. It's funny to be testing stuff out on the drawing as you're doing it. Oh boy, right? But I can fix it if it's starting to go south. Sorry, I got a whole plethora coming in. Sorry. Okay. Get some shades in there. Let's see, how is this gonna come out? I'm trying to foresee it. But sometimes when I draw, I can like foresee what's happening. Hey, what's going on, Matt? How are y'all doing out there? Surviving. Oh man, yeah. Surviving's better than the latter, right? Is all of your power and water back up yet? Or as you can see, mine is definitely back on. It took it long enough, but I am grateful. All right, cool, good, man. 100%. 100% is good. What a week, huh? I mean, it was like we went from regular to people dying. I mean, it was almost like last year in March, you know, when the pandemic started. One day you're fine, and next minute all hell breaking loose, you know. Nothing in the stores, you can't get to the stores. Very similar, just minus the ice. Ice and 8 inches of snow and whatnot. Mm. Yeah, the running water thing is yeah, running water is a big deal. I mean, when you're going outside melting down snow and, you know, trying to set fires, but a lot of us don't have fireplaces down here. It was just, you know, people with ice inside of their house on ceiling fans and hanging from light fixtures, and it was a mess down here. It was a mess. And some people still don't have any power. Um, they're trying to replace things and fix things, and they say it'll all be fixed by said date, but they say a lot of stuff, right? Yeah, ice. Yeah, ice inside the house. Yeah, that's when you know it's cold. Like you touch your wall and it's frost. You're scraping it with your nail like a popsicle. Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, yeah, it's bad, man. Like the stores are empty, the corner stores were empty. They're starting to get more stuff now, like the major grocery store, HEB. For all of you that don't know, called HEB. But I mean, they were empty, and my older brother works there, so he's like super busy now because the truck finally had come in yesterday. Yeah, the damn store was damn near empty, you know? A store. There was no food, there was no restaurants. It was like, I would say a total maybe 5 restaurants open, if you could get to them. Um, you know, because people was like, hey man, I can Grubhub you some food. I'm like, don't even try. It won't make it. It won't get here. It will not get here. There's no way, no Grubhub or any of that. You couldn't drive. The road was just completely iced. And then on top of the ice, several inches of snow. You're not going anywhere. And then we don't have all these trucks that move snow and break ice. We don't have that stuff. So it's just like, well, guys, nice knowing you. Good luck. And then they were, you know, trying to forward the bill over to people who had electricity. People getting $10,000 bills, and yeah, yeah, it was bad. Yeah, they're just forwarding the fees over to us. So I'll see what happens when the bill comes in, but hopefully, uh, you know, hopefully it's nothing outrageous, because I don't know, gonna have to figure out something else, because there's no way in the world I can pay that, and there's no way in the world that I will pay that. So it's no sense in arguing. That's a battle lost there. Yeah, it's a pretty bad deal. Yeah, they have no way to enforce it of everybody. But see, there's always somebody that's gonna pay and act like the rest of us are just, you know, causing problems. Nobody's gonna, you know, band together and for the greater good. It's especially not here. That's not gonna happen. It's not. Not gonna happen, unfortunately. Yeah, that's nuts. I'm trying to take care of this issue. Um, yeah, we don't agree on anything here. You know, everything's political here. So if it's any way you can spin it politically, we're not gonna agree. It's not gonna happen. So I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light. Oh wow, it just hit that bone that makes everything tingle. Ah. I don't even know what date it feels like. It almost feels like Friday, but I know it's Wednesday. Like, what the heck is going on? And like, I've never gotten a hold of the days since all this stuff began. Yeah, I'm ready for it to be Friday. But for me, I don't even know what that means. Because I'm working every day. It's not like, you know, you know, Friday used to mean, you know, that's day one of a convention. It's been so long since that. Hey, what's up, Gar? What even happens on the weekend anymore? I don't even know. How's it going, Gar? What's new? Or what's good? Anything? Yeah. No concept of time. I know it. Yeah, I understand if you living by the calendar dates. I mean, I have things written down like finish this commission, start on that, edit this, but there's no more dates of like, okay, need a flight to this place or hotel for this place or buy this table. Uh, yeah, it's just weird. Feel weird. Like there was it's a series. Um, there's a series that I was watching. It's called For Life. It's about a inmate who's wrongfully accused. He goes to prison and he becomes a lawyer. He passes the bar in prison and becomes a lawyer in prison, and he's trying to fight to, to get a retrial because he's innocent. But anyway, I'm watching this series and, the series took a complete turn because all of a sudden it went to from one thing that was happening to COVID-19. I'm like, okay. I mean, it had nothing to do with COVID. And just watching it play out in a series, people wearing masks, people not wearing masks, and I can't even watch it anymore. It turned me completely away from it. I don't want to relive it in a movie. I was there, you know what I mean? I just didn't want to relive it, and it ruined that series for me. So season 1 is worth watching, but once it jumps to season 2, like 4 episodes in, like that 5th episode, I think it is, that's the one that it completely does a U-turn. It's like, oh, well, there's this COVID thing. I'm like, wait a minute, are we on the same timeline? Because this story is based on a true story. So it takes place in the earlier 2000s. And now they're jumping to what's happening, in 2020 when they filmed it. And it just didn't work for me. I don't want to relive those months of everything going down, and no, I can't watch it in anything. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I was very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. It's only so much time for entertainment, it's to sit and watch something. Because I got to get back to work. I never want to give too much of my time to entertainment. Not anymore. And so the time that I do spend, I'm like, okay, this was good to watch. Wanted to pick back up on my series, and series took a U-turn. And I was just like, okay, I can't watch this anymore. Oh well. Alright, so this is leg somewhere in here. And then yeah, I want to escape. I don't want to be watching it, and I'm watching idiocy play out right before my eyes of people, you know the annoying stuff people were doing when it's got going, and people not caring about other people. It's like, man, I already lived it. I don't want to see it play out in something that I was enjoying. And I was enjoying this story that they were telling, and then I'm just like, not interested anymore. So that one's off the list. Yeah, I don't want to watch anything about COVID-19. I shouldn't even have said that on this stream about the pandemic. I don't want to watch anything on it. The mess is still happening. I mean, they have the flag at half staff for like 500,000 dead or something like that. Okay, so there's his face. Let me do this hand over here. Now it's getting warm in here. Turn the fan on, jeez. It's only a few days ago it was freezing in here. Ain't that funny? All right. So we got that color. I will. Hey, what's going on, Janet? Yeah, Bobo Brazil. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that you know of him. I'm putting these colors in first. This is like semi flesh tone. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Bobo Brazil. There we go. Let's put a little shade in here. And then a little bit here. Okay, more or less. That's what's going on up here. More or less. If I swear I'm not gonna have any reds in this, so I have to use this color now. Okay. Just a little bit there, and some knuckles. I think all right, so now that's done. All right. Okay. Now his trunks, I went with the blue, but before I do that, I want to put a little bit of this burnt ochre color in here. Just to kind of overlay it to give it a little bit more of a orangish hue. Very subtle. And this will help it overall look a little orangish, which is what I'm shooting for here. As I often say, it all makes sense in a few. Yes. Have faith, have faith, faith. Abby, if I could draw somebody, but not just anybody. Not a drawing like you, but I gotta draw twice. I read every word you say. Doesn't need GG. All right, so just a little bit of that. I gotta have faith. A little bit of orange. A little love and some tenderness. Turn about the house. Why did my music die? I need some time out from that emotion. Before you throw my heart back on the floor. Yeah, I've listened to that one before. Let's try that one. All right. Okay, now this yellow killer fella. Let's put it here. It'll be like on the edge of the highlights. Oh, I know I have another ochre, but it's always hiding from me. That's the one color that's always effing gone. Let's see. I'm definitely not gonna make the teeth yellow. That wouldn't be good. I'll keep those white. Okay, now for the probably this cocoa is probably too rich. It's probably too rich. Too deep, I reckon. I think I need this more of this reddish color here. Let's see if I got another one. Yeah, I want more of a reddish brown to go with the orange. Heaven. Excuse me. Sorry guys, I should have muted the mic first, right? That one kind of caught me off guard. Oh, thank you. See, I believe Bobo Brazil did have like a gap in his teeth. Yeah, he did. That he did. Yeah, man, sneezes are like a... Yeah. I can't go there with sneezes, man. It's just... You know, just... 1 minute you're just regular, next minute... And they just come out of nowhere. Oh, man. It's like you just start going nuts, you know, just out of the blue, just crazy. My goodness. Okay. Little nose right there. And then under his chin. There'll be no black in this whole piece, and that's really challenging because I can't accentuate certain areas. So this reddish color is gonna have to do. But that's why I prepped it with something very light. Some of that in there. Yes. Buddy. You can go to my DeviantArt. Yeah. Most of them should be there. Okay. Oh. Actually, I have, but I guess I didn't save it. Yeah, hold on a sec. Yeah, it should be. I hope it is. It should be good fit. Okay. Bobo Brazil. So now I'm gonna make his trunks. You got it? Alright, cool. Alright, so we're gonna do some blue. There should be a folder or a gallery called, if you go to gallery, the gallery tab, and then look for professional wrestling, and they're all in there. Do you see it? Helping my brother find something. Oh. Wait, scoot over a little bit. All right, you gotta go to my gallery. Go back to the home. My page where you see Dorsey's face. All right, now see the link that says gallery up right there, and it should say if you go over. Yeah, but if you go over, you see. Yeah, that way. It should be a professional wrestler. Yeah, that's it. Oh, don't edit. Just see professional wrestling. Wait. Yeah, that one. Click on the. They're all in there. Yeah, cool. I mean, they're watermarked. I don't know, is that gonna make a difference? Right. Okay. So we'll do a little bit of that. Okay, so there's his trunks. Now we're gonna make it a little bit bright. Just a little bit bright. This one might be the better one. Because the blue works in with the yellow. The yellow and the orange. And then for this out here, I'll do the same thing. Okay, got that. And then up here, I want it to be, if I go with blue, then I can get yellow. All right, so let's do that. Let's go with blue. This to be fun. Put up there. Alright, nostril time, nostrils. I feel like this song playing feels like it should have some Mario sounds like embedded over it, like mushroom sound. Yoshi, you know, like that. I don't know if anybody y'all play that Mario World, or yeah, Mario World, I guess, where the first game Yoshi was ever in, but every time you like got on Yoshi, it would always make this weird like like Yoshi would like yell or something every time Mario would get on his back. But it was a weird sound. It was like you know, like that sound seems like it should have went in that this song that's playing. I'm sure they wanted to put it in there, but they would have gotten sued by Nintendo. And like we used to, like with that game, like when Mario would be riding Yoshi, and you know, Yoshi carries you through the level, but Yoshi could eat enemies. Like his tongue would come out and he would eat enemies, like a chameleon eats a, you know, a bug or something. But every time Yoshi did it, Mario would make this gesture with his hand and go like this. So it's almost like he was punching Yoshi in the back of the head to get him to eat. And that's what it looks like. Like he's just punching him in the back of the head to get him to do what he wants. Talk about abusive, man. Mario was just like the most bullying, abusive character in the game world, I think. Pretty bad. Like, boy, Yoshi, man. No, we ain't going through this no more. No, ooh, whatever. Yo, Bobo Brazil. Yo, Bobo Brazil. First successful black wrestler. Yo. Yo. Freestyle. This is Bobo Brazil. Used to come down on people like a on of steel. Yeah. Bobo Brazil. First black wrestler to have success. He wasn't the only one. But not like the rest. So, fighting Andre the Giant, Ernie Ladd, and the Damn Sheik. Hulk Hogan too. Put him down, hit him in the cheek. Yo, Bobo. Not confusing with Bobo. The monkey. But this is the wrestler. Boo. Don't go there with that crap. Bobo Brazil will have you slapped. Like he did a Hulk Hogan. Ha 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 ha. I'm picking on the Hulkster. It should have been a Yokester. Messing with Bobo Brazil. Bobo Brazil. Yo, Bobo Brazil was a wrestler. He was the first successful black wrestler. Bobo Brazil was a wrestler. He was the first successful one. A lot of brothers came before Bobo, but they just didn't get that push. I guess people was too damn prejudiced. You know, that's how it was in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and right into the 90s. And it's still going on today. But hey, everybody crying about Black History Month, saying that it's the shortest month. That was all by design, but not the kind of design that you think is going around. Abraham Lincoln, his birthday is in February, and a few other guys who helped out black people. Yeah, so it's not what you might think. They didn't give us the shortest month just to do it. It was all by design. Bobo Brazil. WWE finally recognized him, and they put him in the Hall of Fame. Bobo. Bobo Brazil. 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 He was feuding with Ernie Ladd. Ernie Ladd was trying to bring him down. Bobo Brazil. I bet he never even went to Brazil, but it's alright. You mess around him and you gonna get killed. Cause he hit you with his head, but down to the map for the 1, 2, 3. He knocked out many people. And he wasn't even a heel. He was a face in wrestling. Just for all y'all that don't know wrestling lingo, let me drop a few on you. A heel is the bad guy, a face is the good guy, also known as the baby face. They have long boots with white laces. Just like Hulk Hogan, think about the people that you know and you'll see a slogan of wrestlers who said they was the best, but they didn't know about the rest. Bobo Brazil. Let's keep going with the heels. Ernie Ladd. He was a big lad, but he was not Irish, unless he was Black Irish. Yeah. Ernie Ladd was a heel, and he went after Bobo Brazil. Bobo Brazil. Yo. Bobo Brazil helped bridge the gap. Back in the days when there was a lot of racial tension and stuff, he helped do it in wrestling, see? It was very important. All jokes aside. Very, very important what he accomplished. At the time he did it at, paved the way for the others. Back in the day. Back in the day. I can't imagine what it was like for him, you know. It must have been tough, man. Especially in the 60s. My God. Coming out to a crowd. Can't even imagine what some of the things I was shouted at him. Coming out of that curtain like, who the? It was rough. Somebody had to do it though. Somebody had to lay that foundation. So it was never gonna change. Somebody had to. Yeah, Abby, it was pretty bad. Like I was watching, I watched a lot of interviews from wrestlers and then people who were wrestling, who were black and people who weren't black, and they used to tell the things that, their stories, what the crowd used to say and do to them. Oh my goodness, I don't know how they did it. Because back then, it was a different time, and people believed what they were seeing. They believed it all the way, to the storylines. So you couldn't tell them otherwise. And a lot of these territories were in the deep south. So you can only imagine what Bobo Brazil and others like him had to go through. And I remember one wrestler was talking about um, there were certain wrestlers, there was only very few, but it would be certain wrestlers who were not professional. Now those were the ones you really had to watch out for because you have to work with them. Meaning, if they put you in a hold, they might be extra rough with you and they might break your arm or something. So you had to be tough. You had to be really tough. But yeah, wrestlers would talk about getting stabbed by the audience, hit with things as they would come through. Yeah, but getting stabbed is like, that's on a whole nother level right there. I mean, throwing a drink at somebody is one thing. That was a famous brawl in like 1963. Trying to think of the wrestler involved. It wasn't Bobo Brazil. It was wasn't Ernie Ladd, wasn't Tony Atlas. Damn, I cannot call his name. Maybe it was Ernie Ladd. But anyway, the black wrestler was losing, right? Now, the black wrestler was the face in this match. And, you know, the other wrestler, he had like a heart punch. That was his finish, the heart punch, right? So he did the punch. Well, no, he was teasing the crowd like, I'm gonna do it to him, you know, and the crowd was like, you better not do it, you know. Because the heart punch was supposed to kill the guy. That was it, you know, and he did the move, and then he did the move again, like twice, like, I'm gonna kill this guy, and the crowd totally bought that he was killing the black wrestler. So the crowd went insane. People started jumping in the ring, fighting, you know, trying to save him. And oh my God, it was just complete melee. Complete melee. The whole stadium was fighting. Police officers was hitting people with sticks, macing the crowd. It was an all-out brawl. That's how it used to be at wrestling events, because people actually bought it, you know, hook, line, and sinker. And there's one point in the riot where you see one of the wrestlers, like, he breaks through the crowd. I mean, he's huge. They were big back then. He breaks through the crowd, and I mean, he's the biggest guy running, and they're just hitting him with stuff. It was, oh my gosh. Let me see. It's killing me that I can't remember the name. No, it was in the 60s. It was in the 60s. 1960 something. Yes, it was Ernie Ladd. Look up when you get time. Google Ox Baker versus Ernie Ladd riot. Ox, like OX, Ox Baker, Ernie Ladd riot. Ox Baker was the heel who did the heart punch, and and you know, Ernie Ladd was trying to tell him. So the story goes, for the people that were there, that was working it. Ernie Ladd was telling him, all right, that's enough, you know, the crowd is starting to get too antsy, you know, because the wrestlers have to communicate with each other. And he's like, no, one more, man, we got him going. He's like, no, man. And they said his line was, his safe line was, the natives are getting restless. And Ernie Ladd kept saying that during the match, like, the natives are getting restless, you know, he would whisper it. And the guy's like, no, man, we're doing good. Look how excited they are. No, man. The natives are getting restless. They're getting mad. And boy, was he right. Yeah, it's something to see. But yeah, wrestling used to be, you know, go at your own risk. These were the good old days. If there is such a thing, where people getting stabbed and shot. Well, not shot, but shot with mace. I remember going to wrestling matches as a kid, and you know, they would come to the Coliseum, and you know, you'd get cheap tickets sometimes, and you know, we were always scared that they were going to come out in the crowd and start beating us up. Because you know, you see them on TV all the time, and then when you see them in real life, you see that they're giants, especially if you're a kid, right? You know, but sometimes it got real really, really quickly. Some things are not part of the show. Yeah, that's like a classic wrestling moment. Ox Baker versus Ernie Ladd. I think it was in Cleveland. Don't like that. Thank you. Bobo, Brazil. Dang. Yeah, I just gotta keep layering them, you know. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, he's becoming, right? All right. So I need more of this yellow. Dun, 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 dun. Be the last face you see before getting knocked out cold. Yeah, I'd rather see this face. I would not want to see that one standing over me as I'm getting knocked out cold, because I won't even have time to say my last prayer. I'm gonna get destroyed. Yeah, I mean, this guy was 6'6", man. He was 6'6", like, gotta be somewhere near 300 pounds. I mean, come on. Yeah, 270 pounds. 6'6", from Arkansas, Little Rock. But moved to Michigan. Yeah. Um, yeah, he's definitely menacing. He has some crazy hair too. Like, cause he grew his hair. I mean, it wasn't long, but it was, sometimes it was short when he was younger. Like this picture was shorter, but mid-career, he grew it longer. I tried to do like both of them. Like when he was in the territories, you know, like most other wrestlers, he was a lot better in the territories. But by the time he got to WWF, which is now WWE, by the time he got there, you know, you weren't seeing him at his best, you know. But in the territories, they were at their best, you know. Probably because they have more freedom, you know, just more freedom to be yourself and to develop your character, you know. Like, what is he gonna be like? And versus when you went to the big super company, they gave you a character. Like, this is what you're gonna do. This is who you're gonna be, and you know, it was hard to stray from that. Only the top guys could, you know, have say in things. And like, if you were lower end, if you weren't a star, then you couldn't really bargain much. Oh man, he looks so angry, like, ah, I'm gonna get ya, I'm gonna get you, sucker. All right. So now I need to work on this one here. So if I have the blue come down this way, then I could have yellow and yellow. Okay. It's one of those things you gotta pre-think it through. Yeah, that blue. Thank you, Auntie. Yeah, that blue is the blue offsets the. It complements. It doesn't offset. It complements the yellow. Like there's always a reason why things look nice to your eye. It's, you know, it's the complementary color to yellow and blue. Just have to put a little bit more in here though. Okay, so we got the yellow. Now we're gonna do some yellow right here with the headbutt. So, yeah. Or maybe, Okay, I got a slightly different idea. I will, I'll do the headbutt and stuff in the blue. So then I could do like an impact, like some kind of impact in yellow. Like I'll put his crazy hair here. Yeah, the wheels are always turning. I'm trying to figure out how I want it to. It's like I can see it in my head, I can visualize it. Dun, 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 dun. Did he wear knee pads or no? Looks like he wore knee pads. Not, he should have been wearing them. Like hell on your knees. I think he did wear knee pads. For a short part of their career, I guess. I mean, you gotta protect your knees somehow. Doing all those moves. Knee pads just look better anyhow. And then this poor schmuck getting like headbutted. Getting knocked the heck out. The coconut headbutt. Oh boy. Oh, I'm almost scared to even know why that was the name of it. The coconut headbutt. This guy's getting his butt kicked, man. Sucks to be him. Alright, so I'm gonna... Yeah, that would hurt. Like he used to jump up and, you know, come down and headbutt you. That was like one of my moves of choice. I liked headbutting. Because if you know how to do it right, like it doesn't affect you as much at all actually. If you know how to do it right. But man, it messes them up. This, you hit with this part right here. This is the hardest part of the skull, this one right here. That's the thickest part. Just coming like that. And I mean, that person will black out. Just like that. I had a friend of mine back in the day show me how to do it like properly, and lo and behold, it worked. He was like a martial artist or something like that in his mind, but he was correct, because later on when I got to actually take martial arts, sensei, that's what he taught us, the headbutt. Very, very vicious. Very vicious, man. Yeah, it can. It can knock you out, and depending on who's giving the headbutt, it could kill you. Yeah, I've been headbutted by someone, and I've headbutted someone. I've been on the giving and receiving end. It's more fun on the, giving. But not when somebody gives it to you. Ooh, my goodness. It takes you a minute to gather. If it doesn't knock you out or kill you, or break your nose or something like that, depends on where they get you. Yeah, it's no fun. Yeah. I think the worst headbutts are the unintentional ones, I guess, because, you weren't expecting it. If you're fighting with somebody, then you gotta expect anything, right? But I mean, some of them I got were unintentional. It was just like, you go down to pick up something really fast and boom! But that's just heads colliding. That's not an actual headbutt, I guess. A headbutt is intentional all the time, I guess. By definition, that is an intentional thing, though. You know who the best headbutters are in the world? Hey, what's up, Cindy? Yes, Abby wins. I mean, I wasn't gonna say 2 year. I was gonna say little kids. They're the best headbutters in the world. I mean, you be holding them like this, and they do that. Oh my god! Yeah, that one could knock your teeth out. Straight knock your teeth out. But yeah, I've been headbutted by a kid. I learned real quickly, like when they start throwing in fits, you better, get your head to the side, cause lights out, Chico. Bloody nose. The best headbutters in the world are kids, man. You're doing everything, your eyes are watering if they get you in the nose. Oh, it's something else, man. Yeah, that's when we used to watch wrestling with Hogan, and yeah, it was great. I loved watching it, man. When I was a kid, it was real special then. It was back when you was a kid, you believed it all. Unless they would mess up and you're like, what? Or if it was a bad angle. Alright, wait, did he touch him? When you're a kid, you just go with it, and it's fun. A lot of fun, man. Anybody that's trying to argue about it, they're just taking life way too serious. You gotta have fun with something. It's like, okay, man, wait a minute, slow down now. This is not supposed to be what you think that it's supposed to be. It's silly, man. Think of it as a comic book that's coming to life right before your eyes. You don't have to worry about people dying. Because look, in the comic books, most of the time, the ones I used to read, people would always live. No matter how bad the battle was, Wolverine cutting people up, Spider-Man throwing people through brick walls. For some reason, they magically were always back. And it was great. No matter what, the Joker's always out of jail. Even though he just tried to destroy the whole city and everyone in it. He just goes to jail and then he gets out. And he does it all over again. Then he goes to jail again, it's rinse, lather, repeat. Gotta have some fun, man. Don't take it too serious. Yeah, it was funny. When we were kids, man, we used to, we would go, it'll be turned up in the house. And, we used to do the Hulk Hogan poses. And then, like, when Ultimate Warrior's music would hit, we would go nuts. We would go absolutely insane. like today, like when well, I guess not today because they don't have audiences anymore, but I guess in 2019, before everything went to crap, you know, you would see kids in the audience, and you know, with their mom or dad or whoever, some adult, and like I love when the camera gets on a kid, right? It focuses on a kid, and the kid's totally buying it, whether he's concerned or yelling mad or whether he's happy. You know, it puts me back in a good place. Like, man, those were fun days as a kid, man. You know, because it got a genuine emotion out of you. You know, it got a genuine emotion out of you, which was great. You know, people just wanted to crap on it all the time because, oh, that's fake, and you know. But you never leave a Broadway show saying, man, that was so fake, man. Anybody leave Hamilton? Any of y'all seen Hamilton? Anybody leave that show saying, man, that was so fake? They were dressed up as these people who weren't even black, and they were singing, and it was just so fake, man. They were dressed up in these costumes. People don't really dress like that now. You know what I mean? It's like, are you kidding me, man? You didn't enjoy it? You're talking about how not real it was? So I guess Marvel movies are real. I guess DC movies are real. I guess Hamilton is completely real. I don't understand. I don't understand. But it's just people who just want to dump on something because they got nothing better to do. If it's not your thing, then it's not your thing. But to totally disrespect it, when there's some kids out there who are like, wow, this is the greatest thing ever. You know, they're enjoying it. It's like superheroes on TV. They do all their own stunts. The thing I wish they could do now is have better storylines. The storylines now are just like, oh my goodness. It's hard to get into it now. But then it was just, it was more believable, and not because you were young. It was, I don't know, you just bought it because people were, it was a different element, that's all. When you hit somebody with a big move, that was the end. And like, they weren't getting up 50 times. Like, they were done. Like, if Hulk Hogan hit you with the leg drop, that was it. He got you. You know, you gotta avoid it next time. Ultimate Warrior got you with the press slam, the gorilla press. That was it. If somebody didn't come in to cheat on you, to help you out, you lost that match. But now today, everybody kicks out of everything. So the stories are just like, they're just gonna kick out of everything. You know, but when someone actually gets pinned, you're shocked. Like, okay, that got him, that sorry move, and he just took 20 moves. It's like, it's a bit too. I think they need to get back to some of the old school tactics. Just some of them, because you have to move with the times. You can't just stay back in the 90s and 80s. But some things worked, and getting up from every move is just, that doesn't work. You can't get up from every move, because if I did that move to you right now, you would probably not get up ever. So you have to at least, oh no, don't do that move until the end, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, wrestling is live theater. That's pretty much what it is. And you know, it's an art form that, just like any other, it's just not for everyone. That's why I don't even suggest people watch it if they're not young. I won't recommend it to no one because chances are they're just gonna try to make fun of it or compare it to UFC, you know, or compare it to boxing, you know, or MMA, anything MMA they'll compare. It's like, why are you comparing this to MMA? And when that's different. It's completely different. That's mixed martial arts, like Bruce Lee stuff. Right. When I watch UFC, because I watch UFC and other MMA as well, I'm not looking for a storyline. I'm looking for somebody to get their block knocked off. I want him to get knocked out or tapped out. I don't want to see him get up 50 times. You know, it's a different thing. But no matter what, I couldn't explain that to people, so I just stopped. I just stopped. Like I can't explain it to somebody who doesn't want to get it. But those same people will watch a Marvel movie and say, wow, that was amazing. Everything you saw was fake. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. When you leave the theater after watching Avengers, sorry to break it to you, man, but Captain America isn't real. What? Why you can't? What? It's like, come on, man. He's not real. All that was fake. And see how that feels? You just disrespected all the people who put work into the film, all the artists, all the animators, all the actors, the producer, the director, the gaffers, the makeup, wardrobe, hair. You insulted everyone on that production by saying it was fake. And it's but people have the right to say what they feel, whether it's ignorant or not. It's the way it goes. Or we live in a place to where we can voice our opinions. And no matter how silly our opinion may be, it is our opinion. So, it is what it is. Yeah, you like to, exactly, Abby, you like to escape reality anytime. Yeah, it's entertainment, that's it. Masterpiece Theater just showed a new All Creatures, Great and Small. It made you incredibly happy, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of, you know, suspend your disbelief for an hour or two. And that's how we enjoy stuff. You know, you enjoyed Avengers, if you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But you enjoyed Avengers, the movie, because you suspended your disbelief. You let go all your disbelief. You believe that the Hulk is there. He's really there. You believe that there's a guy in an iron suit flying around. You're believing it. You're totally involved. There's a big purple guy with an Infinity Gauntlet glove on. There's a guy from, Thor, Odin, and that's his son. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you're buying all this. So you're suspending your disbelief, because we know damn well there's no Captain America. There's no Loki, there's no Hulk. But nobody's thinking that while they're watching the movie. Like, There's no hope for real. It's like you're just buying it. You're suspending your disbelief to be entertained. Now, if you want to watch a real fight, there's plenty of real fights you can watch. Just get on YouTube, or just wait on the next UFC. And yeah, my brother saying street beefs. Yeah, watch street beefs. Shout out to everybody fighting on street beefs, by the way. That's regular people fighting. If you want to see a real fight, well, there you go. But I guarantee you, it will not be as entertaining as a storyline and like, oh man, I want him to get him so bad, and it finally builds up to the match and it happens and everybody goes nuts. But yeah, you know, whatever. Everything is too real these days. We need to really be able to escape. Yeah, I'm grateful for the times when people had fun. You know, people just have fun, man. It wasn't too, oh, that's this or that's that. It's like just enjoy something. Just stop crapping on everything. You know, and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Yeah. All right, I think I'm done with it. I have the happening here because like he's like headbutting him. That's like the impact of it coming off. He's about to go off. And there's his crazy hair. But yeah, so now like the colors are the yellowish, orangish, brownish-ish, and the bluish. So it's all complementary. And then it's broke up in sections. Like this section here is brown, and this section here is blue. And then the negative space becomes a color. I always loved working with negative space. Like the negative space becomes color, like a shape. Like this, boom, is radiating out because he's like headbutting him here. And so we got blue. So if you were to look at this in blocks, you would see a blue block, you know, block, blue, blue, and then yellow blocks, and an orange block, a blue block. If you were to just block it out, like, and it needs to be a blue block under here though. That should not be white. There we go. And that will do it. Bobo Brazil. Another commission done. Ta-da! 2.5 hours later, we have ourselves a Bobo Brazil. Oops, there went my music. That's all right. So yeah, that's it, y'all. I will be back on Friday. I do not know if I'll be drawing from memory, but I will be drawing something because there's a few commissions starting to come in. Thank you, Abby, for having faith in my artistic abilities. Thank you, Nikki. Bobo is happy. Rest in peace, Bobo Brazil. He died in 1998. So if his family sees this, I hope they like it. And thank you, Bobo Brazil, for paving the way for a lot of other athletes of color. Um, and thank you, Gar, for coming in and surprising me on this stream. Thank you, Auntie Camille. And thanks to everybody else who's watching silently. Janet, you were in there for a while. Yeah, so looking forward to Friday, y'all. And I'm glad the sun is out and my lights are back on and my water's back on and I got to shave. I got to take a bath. Life is good. Yeah, stay warm, stay healthy, my friends. So y'all have a good one now. Yeah, the bidet is back. Yes, I have a bidet and it's back in action. Thank goodness. If you don't have a bidet, this small plug, if you don't have a bidet, please get a bidet and attach it to your toilet. And it will change the way you use the toilet. And with that, be clean, everyone. Bye.